Thank you again for joining me for Purnell's production interview. My first question is today, your name is Ty, but you go by the Poet. How did you get this name? Where did it come from? And does it mean anything?
I got the name The Poet. I came up with it myself, and people start calling me because I'm living by it. I like poetry. I used to write poems and stuff in high school, and like poetry is a combination of metaphors, similes, and personification, and like those literal terms, like just saying some clever things, like I'll leave like trees, like that type of stuff. So that's why I stuck with the name The Poet, and people respected it, and it just became me.
Gotcha. I like it. So poetry, flow, trees, making connections, like the simple things in life, like you did the trees. I like that.
Yes, pretty much.
Shawty with a vibe, she wanna chill. Told her she ain't gotta lie, she keep it real. She just wanna feel alive, baby, what's the deal? I feel that you can be perfect. I spend my time if it's worth it. It's time to shine, you deserve it. You be fulfilling my urges. I know you tired of the hurt. I know you tired as a virgin. I made my mind, girl, I'm certain. Ain't no second thoughts, you the one. Baby, this shit with your hair in a bun. Baby, turn around, I'm tryna beat like a drum. Only give a couple strokes, I'm already finna come. Cause you got the soak in you with it in sponge. Like I smoke, we can put it in our lungs. Take a dip.
In your song outro, you say, I want to speak my mind, but I can't because of pride. Can you touch on that a little bit more, please?
Yeah, like since I'm doing music, I've been going through like a lot of things, just life, regular life, and then life that comes with doing music. Like you go through a lot of emotions,
Right.
because you haven't made it to where you got to be, and you don't want to seem like you complaining or nothing. So that's where the pride come in.
Right.
But I do feel a lot of things when doing music, and sometimes I want to speak, but I just put it in my music.
Okay.
But sometimes I want to just go on rants, but I'll be noticing like that's not me, that's not nothing I want to do. And then, so that's really how I feel about it.
Gotcha. So it's like your way of like venting out, like it's your outlet, in other words?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure, it's like therapy. Doing music is therapy, for sure.
Yes.
I feel good every time I hit the studio, every time I do some music. Like doing this interview, I feel good doing it.
Like that.
For sure.
Tears never tried. I wanna speak my mind, but I can't cause my pride. How the fuck I'm gonna get rid of all this pain? How the fuck I'm gonna get rid of all this pain? But decide, fuck I'm gonna get rid of all this pain. I got voices in my head saying I'm destined to be great. On my shoulders too much weight, I tell myself I'm gonna be straight. Got plenty fish to fry, too much food up on my plate. Pour my heart on time to time, I know niggas gon' relate. And at times I get distant, sorry boy, I need my space. Pops on his third strike, he can't catch another case. No, my problems get the best of me, this shit I gotta face. Every day I got a feeling, finding love is a myth. But I see other people with it, so I know it still exists. Steady smoking spliffs, I get higher than the cliff. And I cope by drinking fish, feel better when I sip. Feeling prolific, I've been listening to Nip. Give a fuck about it.
So in your song you say you've been feeling prolific, listening to Nip.
Yeah.
Love him. Can you touch on how you're feeling prolific now?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling prolific. Like listening to Nipsey, I've been listening to him since I was in elementary. A lot of people just found out about him after he died, but in California, like he actually one of the ghosts to us. So I've been listening to him for a long time, and his music was motivating. Like you seen where he was coming from, and you seen it wasn't impossible to do things. So like that's what the prolific part, it make me feel like I could do it, because you seen him do it, you seen him grind and put in the time. So if he could do it, I could do it. He's a man of my color. It's motivating. So that's where that line came from.
Nobody fucking with me. Heard me. Bitch curved me, had a nigga looking thirsty. Wanna double back, but I can't show the bitch no mercy. She just wanna wait till I blow up like I'm Kirby. Little baby wanna join the team, we out of jerseys. I think I'ma change my name to COVID, I'm the sickest. Heels feeling jumpy, I stepped on him like a cricket. She just put her hair in a bun, it's getting wicked. Only benefit is you ain't that, then I can't kick it. I don't do friends, fucking with me is a privilege. Cause I'm the type of make and feed the people from the village. Nigga tried me like an orange, I'ma peel him. Nah, nigga tried me like a Bob's, I'ma grill him. Ay, I can't feel my face, I'm numb. Hop on beats and I go dumb. Bitch, you broke, can't chase no bump. Bitch, puss weak, can't make me come. The hell so good.
In your song Terms and Conditions, you say you're out here chasing your goals and ambitions. Currently, what are your goals and ambitions?
My goals in life is to keep everything solid pretty much, and my ambitions, I got ambitions. I want to be able to make sure my family got long money, like generational wealth, take care of my mom and take care of my family and put them in better positions, have them worry about nothing. And then I want to like take it big with this music, like be as big as I can be. Make sure my word gets across the globe, because I actually got game. I know I rap about other things, but I actually got a lot of knowledge in my music, and I got real things that everybody go through, so I can put that and incorporate that in the world.
I like it.
Out here gassing. I hit these bitches with my terms and conditions. Sorry, little baby, I got goals and ambitions. I don't need you or your government assistance. I'm just trying to get it, don't you see I'm on a mission. Play these niggas close, but I still keep my distance on God. Niggas ain't real, niggas fried. Bitches sleeping on me till I pop out with a wide. Cuddy ain't fishing, but he still keep a ride. Bitch, I'm really him, I can't put on the facade. Dollar, that's my brother, 2 peas in a pot. For real, that's why I can't wait till he free. But everything costs, bitch, you gotta pay a fee. The way that I be popping it, you think I was a pig.
So in a couple of your songs, you talk about people sleeping on you.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about how that makes you feel and how you overlook that?
To be honest, it just motivated me to go harder. And it don't slow me down or nothing. Sometimes I think about it, but it just motivated me, and then I just use that as more fuel to get where I gotta go. And then to be honest, like everybody gonna sleep on you until you gotta show them more. That just means I gotta work harder, pretty much.
Work hard, play hard. Yep.
Yeah, they sleeping because they tired.
Hey. On the road to riches, get up with me, I'm en route. You won't see me hanging with no lames, that shit out. Niggas say they running shit, but they just run their mouth. Niggas rap about gunning shit, but that ain't what they bout. The bottom crowded at the top, it's just us, nigga. I had to minus out some friends to get a plus, nigga. I swear to God, I move alone before I trust niggas. I keep it real with all my folks, cause I'm cut different. Bro, be tender dick with bitches, I can't fuck with them. I just got my word in my nuts, I guess I'm stuck with it. Loyalty is everything, that's something that I cherish. I bought a bitch a purse, she fucked my cousin, I'm embarrassed. Truth be told, that was just some shit I got off clearance. I be nonchalant about a lot, I don't be caring. And I keep it system.
So your birthday is June 15th, right?
Yeah.
A Gemini, just 2 Geminis out here vibing. So as a Gemini, there we have a lot of slander, I feel like a lot of hate. We're also like the most creative people, I feel like. We have Tupac, Biggie, Marilyn Monroe, Kanye. We were just talking about him. Can you tell me your experience of being a Gemini and the mental aspect of that?
I feel like Geminis is very misunderstood, because they say we got 2 personalities, but it's just both sides of our character. I feel like we good, genuine people most of the time. Not every Gemini is a good person, I think, but most of the time we good people. We very talented, very creative, very different, and we express ourselves differently. And we some cool people. If you get to know us, we some cool people for sure.
It's very like internally, like you have to be able to know us deeply. Not everyone sees a Gemini on the surface of, I feel like.
Yeah.
Very misunderstood, like you said. Earlier you were talking about Kanye's documentary, I think?
Yeah.
What's that called and how does that motivate you as a person?
It's called Genius, and it was motivating because most documentaries, it's like you can do it, like those type of, but it wasn't like, I didn't get those vibes. I just seen him say what he was gonna do in his younger days. See him going through the motions, seen him going into record labels, showing them their music, and they just putting them off. And he was looked at as just a producer,
Right.
but he wanted to show he could rap, and he was actually determined. He didn't let nothing slow him down, and he kept it positive. He really talked about life issues. It wasn't about killing. All the music about killing, you know.
Right.
He really talked about his life and what people go through on a normal day, because that's not life. It's like you gotta talk about them actual problems that's really going on. And I like it was very motivating, because he a billionaire and he a person in my skin. So it make me reassured that it's possible for me to do things.
Okay. So his optimism like has a good motivating factor for you, because he's not complaining, because we all go through life struggles, but he's still being like, okay, yes, this happened, but you can learn from that. Yeah, I took a W, but I'm growing from that. So I like that outlook too. Very wise.
Yeah, sure.
Very authentic, like yourself, authentic. Okay. Thank you again to Poet for joining me for this awesome interview. I feel like you've spoken well, elevated message in here. It's very great. But I end every interview with, how can you incorporate learn, live, and love into your everyday life if you don't already do that?
Okay. I do it. I'm pretty sure I do everything. I just learn from my mistakes, and then attaining knowledge, listening more than I'm talking. Get as much knowledge, keep my head in books, so I'm learning. And then I'm living life every day, going through the motions, going through everything, pain, good times, bad times, and just living, getting experiences out of life. And I'm loving, like, people in my life, friends, family. It's all love. We spending time with each other, enjoy each other while we're here, and it's pretty much it.
That was poetic already. I love it. That was poetic. So do you have an Instagram, social media, Snapchat, YouTube? Where can people find you and your music?
Okay, my Instagram is The Poet Is Him. The Poet, DAPOET IZ, not IS, and Him, HEEM. That's my Instagram. And my YouTube is The Poet, DAPOET. And you can catch me on Apple Music, Spotify at T The Poet, TDAPOET.
Awesome. Do you have any performances coming up? People can find you, or are you performing anywhere locally soon?
Right now, I don't think I have any performances until, like, I might have performances before that, but right now the only one I know is coming up. I got a Juneteenth event in California, so that's gonna be pretty nice. And you gotta just stay updated on my page. You find something I'll pop up to. I just did a show at the coffee shop last week. It was pretty cool. So yeah.
Just stay tapped in and you'll find him. Thank you again for joining us.
Nonchalant about a lot, I don't be caring. And I keep assist from passing thoughts, I'm in the sharing. I'm dripping in that vino, bitches asking what I'm wearing. I got that shit on, but the flex is really subtle. If you ain't teaming, you ain't welcome to the huddle. First nigga up and diss the poet, he in trouble. Cause I'm the type to pop up to his shoulder versus bubble. I'm trying to change my ways, to be honest, it's a struggle. I was in my feelings, now I'm getting in my duffel. I need the chips, bitch, you know I love the ruffles. I'm on Apple Music, bitches got me.